Here's to whiskey kisses, the peaty taste of sin.
Greetings, Whisky Folk. Welcome back to Drinking Out Loud. I'm Adam Hart, and this is a Port Dundas, which is really cool. We don't see these very often.
Yeah.
I think we've had one from Douglas Lang, and a couple from the SNWS, perhaps. Single grain whiskey from Clydeside region of Glasgow. This one's aged for 16 years in a second fill Oloroso sherry, but really excited to try this one. Grain whiskey, of course, means that it's not from malted barley and it's not necessarily from a pot still. One of those two things, or maybe both, are wrong. So this is a column still, and it is not 100% malted barley. They at least use corn from what we've found online, but they don't really disclose their mash bill. They don't. There's definitely barley in it because it legally has to have barley in Scotland. You're not allowed to use false starters. You have to use the fermentable barley. They might use wheat, they might use rye, they might use all kinds of other things, but definitely corn. I'm excited to try this one. This is part of the Signatory vintage. It's 46%, and this is one of two single grains that we picked up this time, the other one being that North British, which sold out so quickly as part of our previews. This one's a couple of years older and sherry cask, which is always a delight. And I think that's going to do good things for this. I've had a few sherry cask whiskies in my time from single grain distilleries, and I find that it generally works quite well. I mean, it's bad because you kind of overpower the distillery characteristics sometimes, but let's face it, grain whiskey is designed to be kind of more on the neutral side. So more cask influence is generally not a bad thing. All right.
Yeah.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Sherry, but not like over the top sherry, you know?
Yes. Still quite bright.
Yeah, it feels like a blended whiskey. It feels, on that sort of Ballantine's 18 kind of level. It feels like there's a mix of bourbon and sherry going on the nose. Because it's got the darker fruits, but it's got lighter vanilla. It's almost got this sort of, I want to say lemongrass on the nose.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like this, sort of, I don't know, zesty herbalness.
I was going to say like peel.
Peel,
Yeah, like lime peel.
You finding it appealing? Yeah, that's pleasant. Cool. All right, I'm going in. Oh yeah. You know what that reminds me of, and it's probably a big component of. That reminds me of the Nomad Outland.
Oh, yeah, I've never had that.
No?
No.
Holy shit! I'm sure I've got a bottle back there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Nomad Outland is a fantastic blended whiskey that is very sherry forward, but they're not allowed to call it Scotch because it spent some time maturing in Spain. Mm-hmm. This reminds me quite a lot of that actually. It's lovely. It feels designed. It feels well put together. It doesn't feel like an accidental cask. And it's not actually. It's two casks blended together. So
yeah,
maybe it was some thought put into the blending, but it feels very purposeful.
Not just a wing.
Mm-hmm. The balance, the finish. I've not had a grain whiskey with a finish this long in a very long time. Again, Ballantine's 18 is like the thing that's kind of calling to me there. Like it feels like an older blended whiskey.
I'm definitely getting that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great summer whiskey.
Yeah. Patio pounder, as the kids would call it.
Crushable.
A crushable single grain, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. Yeah. All right. So score-wise, I think taking style into account, I think this nails it stylistically. Like, if I was scoring this as a single malt, obviously it wouldn't do great because it's not got the body. Mm-hmm. But as a single grain, I think this is a solid 4.3, 4.4.
Yeah. I was going to say 4.5, yeah.
4.5, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Really intrigued. Honestly, I feel like our members could have scored it anywhere around. It could go anywhere between 4 and 4.6. I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to stab maybe 4.3. I think they will score a little bit lower because of the single grain aspect to it. But I mean, that's still a very respectable score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually the Oloroso bumps it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now here's an interesting thing. Flavor profile. I think I would put this in fruity spicy.
Yeah.
I feel like it wants to go into the rich and round with the sherry, but it's just too lively for that. It's too bright and sprightly.
No, it's not rich and round. It's definitely got some like cinnamon and
cinnamon
nutmegginess to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Cinnamon and meat. Cool. Well, I'll throw up the official Whisky Folk score from our tasting. I don't know what it is yet, but it's on the screen, so you guys get to see it. I'm sure we'll have the opportunity to chat about it in the comments section if you want to drop us a line. Let us know what you thought of this whiskey if you were at the tasting or if you've had it somewhere else. Yeah. Or let us talk about other Port Dundases that you may have had. I'd love to hear your experience with other Port Dundas. This one, if it survived, which there's a fairly good chance that it will. And I'm not saying that I don't think this will sell as well. I'm saying that I bought twice as much. There's 24 bottles of this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a good chance that you'll still be able to find some on our website. And for the next at least a couple of weeks, it is a featured whiskey, so you get 10% off. Regular price for this 16-year-old single grain is $112.96, which means it's discounted to $101.66, which is nuts. Was that like $7 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So strathliquor.com, where you can find it. If you go to strathliquor.com, go to the menu, go to Whisky Folk, or just go to strathliquor.com/whisky-folk. You'll see all of our featured whiskies, everything from that showcase right there at the top of the page. And yeah, Sláinte. This is a killer whiskey.
Find your way